He's alive. Hamilton plays it near side. Walters kept alive by Viera. Backside set. Beigh. Drop. Was it tipped? Yes, it was. And in an incredibly long set one. What a battle. Hawks win it 30-28. Up at the net. Reggett blocked by Colton. Viera plays it over. Set to the net. Colton. It somehow creeps over. And that one can't be received. Brooke Pickle with the kill. And Viera takes set 3. After losing set 2 by 8, they win set 3 by 8. And the Hawks could win the match in 4 as they jump ahead 2-1 over Bayside, 25-17. 6, Moeller. Serve, drops, receive, bump set, outside. Beigh toes the line. What a placement. Match point, Viera Hawks, 14-6. Perfect placement from Haley Beigh. Jack drops it. Sosa is there. Set up towards the net. Haley Beigh kills it. 2-1 Viera.
That's who Viera's going to lean on this year in so many ways. And I know you've seen it here tonight. Haley Beigh is an incredible player, and she was definitely a preseason candidate for Player of the Year for us.
Brand, received by Sams. Bayside's under it, and it's sent over by Colton. As they scramble back, Christensen, kill! And the Cardiac Hawks are at it again. A 5th set win. And the Viera Hawks program is alive and well. New faces, doesn't matter. 5-set win, Hawks again. 16-0 now all-time over Bayside. And hello everyone, I'm Jackson Robb for the Brevard Sports Network with our winning head coach tonight for the Viera Hawks, Coach Sarah Wayne. And Coach, big win on night 1 of the season, game 1 in 5 sets. Talk about the emotions and what it means to win this game.
This is a big moment for us. Bayside's an incredible team this year. They have some amazing players, and they're a district opponent this year. And so we knew right away that the message was going to have to be sent not only to Bayside, but to the rest of the county, but most importantly to ourselves. What are we going to be consistent at? What are our strengths? What are our weaknesses? And how can we capitalize on those strengths? And, throughout the end of the season, I've always been a coach that, wants to play the toughest schedule so that we can learn, what it is that we need to improve on. And it's about the end of the year for us. But I'll tell you what, even though I'm focused on the end of the year, I'm very, very proud of what I saw tonight on game 1.
And this one was just a back and forth game through 5 sets. Talk about your team's performance and how it ebbed and flowed throughout this game.
So it's very typical, and I kind of knew that was going to happen. We have a very young team. We have a lot of sophomores. We have some freshmen on the floor. So I knew that, with the young team, you're going to have kind of that, we call it the roller coasters with some ups and some downs. And so I'm okay with that. It was just a matter of minimizing the runs, making sure we don't, get into trouble with, 3-4 points in a row.
Yeah, absolutely. And now, going out of this game and into this season as a whole, what are the goals that you've set for this year's Viera Hawk program?
So a lot of times we've always, been focused on, the top, like getting to first as we can. I think with this team right now, we're kind of shifting a little bit, and our goal is just to get 1% better every single day. Every time we're on the court, what are some of the things that, that we need to work on? And really our goal is just to stay focused on ourselves, right? So I'm extremely proud of what we were able to accomplish, and I think that's kind of, the goal that we're going to do, or the way in which we're going to put wins on the board this year is just to be just defensively just tenacious, and I think we did a great job.
Yeah, and going into that 5th set and even through some of those timeouts, what were you telling the players, especially with some of those younger players, to keep them prepped for what was to come?
Just play defense. Know your defensive assignment. Keep playing defense. Know and understand that, if we keep the ball off the floor and we just let the other team make the mistake.
And we talked to our player of the game tonight, Haley Beigh, and for you, that's the returning player to this team, the senior leader. Talk about what Haley's been able to do helping out this season as that returning leader and what she means to this program.
She means everything to us right now. She is, we're asking her to not only, take care of the ball in the front row, but she's playing back row this year for us because we just don't want her off the court. She's that sense of calm, that leader that the girls, that the underclassmen are looking up to, and she's stepping up in a really, really big way, not just with her play, but with her leadership and and she's been there all 3 years that she's been a part of this program. We've made it to the Final Four, so she knows what that winning attitude is, and she's gonna transfer that over to some of those younger kids on the team.
Yep. And final question here. A lot of people thought with a younger team, this is a kind of game in 5 sets that you guys wouldn't be able to come out with. What do you say to that?
I mean, I just think that, yeah, we're young, but the girls that are, just because they're young, they've been a part of this Viera program, right? So they were with us on JV or, they were watching in the stands. And so they know what the culture of this program is. So yes, they're young, but they also know that, we're going to carry that legacy. We're going to carry our name, through that. And I feel like those girls just kind of live that, and they know what it's like to be Viera.
And a huge win for the Viera Hawks here on opening night. They will start 1-0 after beating the Bayside Bears in 5 sets. For head coach Sarah Wayne, I'm Jackson Robb for the Brevard Sports Network. Hello, everybody. I'm Jackson Robb for the Brevard Sports Network, and I'm here with your Martinez Construction Player of the Game for the Viera Hawks, Haley Beigh. And Haley, 20-kill night for you, but most importantly, it's a win for the team on opening night. Talk about how it feels and the emotions of a win like that.
Well, because this team is very different, I know that the games are going to be longer, but it's a lot of transitioning moment for me and the team, and it's just something I need to adapt to, and the rest of the team as well. But it feels really good to get the first win of the season.
Absolutely, and this one was back and forth. You win set 1, lose set 2, etc., all the way to set 5. Talk about your team's overall performance throughout that game and your own performance.
I think we had some really great moments that were super high. We did start off low in some of the sets that we may not have won, and I think that's what might have killed us. But overall, I think we were able to keep that energy up the entire time and fight each set.
Yeah, and going into those huddles, what is going through your mind and going into the 5th set? What goes through your mind, especially as a senior? You've been in these positions before, but, kind of what do you tell yourself to stay calm through 5 sets?
I'm really just listening to what everyone else has to say and see their perspective, and so I take a moment and see how they're reacting to it, and then I give my input when I feel like it needs to be calm and everyone just needs to hear a voice of clarity. That's really when I want to step in and help the team.
As one of, if not the only returning player to this team from last season's team, as a senior as well, what have you been doing for these younger girls, and what has it been like for you with that senior leadership and that returning leadership, and how have you been able to help coach these girls?
I really just try and be a model, show them what intensity was and how our program is and what we stand for, and that's just basically giving it all with your heart each game.
And now, as I just mentioned, going into your senior season, year 4 here at Viera, talk about what it's meant for you to play for this Viera Hawks program for 4 years.
It's nostalgic. It's an honor. I love this program with all my heart. I feel like every new person I meet on the team is like a sister, and it's just a great experience that I will truly look back on as my high school is starting to end.
Now at this point, going forward as well, for you personally, what are your goals you've set for yourself as a player going forward for your senior season?
For me personally, I just want to be a stable player on the court. I want to be someone who they can just rely on at any moment to just make the kill or get the save or anything that they need for me to help us get to where we want to be in the future.
Going forward as well throughout this season, have you been getting any recruiting interest going to play at the next level, or do you have any plans after high school?
I actually have given my verbal commit to Colby College, so I will hopefully be playing there starting 2025 to 2026, so I'm super excited for that.
And final question, just more about you. It's late tonight, it's at past 10 o'clock, but on a normal night, if you win like this, what's the choice for the post-game dinner?
Oh gosh, ramen.
Simple, to the point for our Martinez Construction Player of the Game. A 20-kill night and a 5-set win for the Viera Hawks. It's Haley Beigh. I'm Jackson Robb for the Brevard Sports Network.